Yeah, thank you for having me, first of all. And now you can ask me anything. That I don't need to speak too much in front of you.
Tarja Turunen, I just came from the Soundcheck. My first question is, how did you feel to have a Soundcheck with around 300 people in front of you?
Yeah, it is a funny situation always to be working, preparing things that are not ready in front of the public. But yeah, hey, come on, it's what it is. That's everybody knows that how it is. But it's fun. I mean, happy smiling faces in front and people that I have seen already many times in my life. So really, really beautiful to be back. And the city is so beautiful. So when I went to the stage and I saw all the beautiful buildings behind it, it's so fantastic. You have such a great city. Pleasure.
Thank you. And the second question, you had a lot of collaborations with different vocalists during the time. Now, because there is an implosion of more and more newcomers in this Gothic symphonic area, who would you choose to have next, let's say, featuring with from the newcomers, not from the...
Oh, from the newcomers? Wow, that's a good question. That's a really difficult question because I'm such an old music lover myself, I'm so not updated what's going on in the world of music today because, I am very much, the whole world of mine is my own art and producing my own records and, there is so much about it because I'm also a lyrical singer, so I need to work on both fields like classical music, rock, so I'm busy, I'm so busy. But I do love collaborations. That's what I do love it, because you always learn from them something. All the collaborations, whether it's been Mike Oldfield or Scorpions or with Imitation, or I cannot even name all of them, but they all have been so different and the learning experience. So for sure there are many great newcomers which I am not aware of seriously, to be quite honest with you, that you should provide me all the new music and I should have time to listen to all that. But I can't really, now doesn't ring a bell that I would mention you a name that I would like myself to work with. But I do get correct requests that I do.
Thank you. And the last question, what kind of music or bands do you listen when you want to relax, when you are not on stage when touring in the...
When I'm on the beach. No. Yeah, there are different situations. Music is, for me, purely emotion. So it depends on my mood completely what I want to listen every day. For me, it's somehow hard to put just the music in the background without paying attention to it, because I'm like all the time thinking.
Processing.
But it's okay. I also need to be able to relax, and for me to relax, soundtracks, movie soundtracks, even classical music. There will be even some electronic music. From film composer Craig Armstrong, for example, that's very nice stuff. Yeah, quiet, easy, without vocals. No singing. Then I can relax. If there is a singer, I'm like, all the time. Seriously, I'm crazy. But it's like that. There is a singer, and I'm also analyzing. Anybody?
You've been quite some time in Romania with your band. 10 years ago, 15 years ago with Nightwish. And what do you think? Or if you think that something changed in the way the public reacts to music, to the concerts? Do you feel that before they were a little bit more shy, the Romanian public, and now they are a bit more energetic or so on?
I
think there's a change?
Yeah, I've been in this beautiful business for 20 years now, and I'm really happy that I'm still here because I truly feel that I'm living my happiest moment now as a person, but also as an artist. That I have been able to complete my dreams, and I still have plenty of dreams. I'm a dreamer and I want to keep on progressing and so. But when first time I came to Romania, I do remember that the public was not, because nobody knew what to expect. It's always, when the first time is there, it's always exciting for the band, for the public, for everybody. Exciting, but I felt like maybe it's definitely not like today that you are such a, because you already know what to expect and you can be proud enough and happy enough and passionate enough to respond. So, but I'm not telling with this that the first time was horrible. It was not horrible at all. It was a beautiful first time and made me come back again. And but it's nice to also grow with you know, as an artist. You grow with your public, and in every country is different, the reception. And that's the fantastic thing that I can do. I can see the cultural differences. But you have received, after I came here first time, you have received so many bands and artists, and the music life for you and the culture probably has changed a lot. So also your reception towards the artist have changed, which is a great thing. We all, we live and learn.
I have one more question. You played obviously in different places, different countries. Is there a place or a country that you haven't played now and you want to be there?
There are many. And for example, now I will visit for the first time Honduras. I've been in a neighborhood countries like El Salvador or Costa Rica, but never in Honduras. I will go. Where I go? Oh, my memory. The data just take me. No. But there are plenty of countries I haven't been. I mean, how many countries we have in the world? In Africa, I've never played. In Africa, in the whole continent. It's a tough continent to get over there. What else I can tell you? There are not too many of those. In Emirates, I haven't been there. In Arabic countries, less. Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah. But it's beautiful. Every time I get super excited still today to visit new places, because it's a pity that when you really, as an artist, you go and play there. Many times I get asked that, do you have time to look around and see anything? And many times there is no time, like physical time to look around, which is a very sad thing. But at least you can get a glimpse of, I would love to return here, or I will never come back. This kind of thing. So it's interesting. It's really, really super interesting. But I think now in Honduras, for example, they will not let me go anywhere alone. It's one of these countries that you need to kind of, they are having me on leash, Let's see. Yes.
You have told us to expect the unexpected for the new album. Can you at least tell us the genre of the new album?
The album is almost done. I'm mixing my new album, yeah. There is a surprise coming for you this year still. I can't tell you. It's a surprise. I hope you will like it. It's my crazy thing again, you know me. I can't, otherwise I will pop my mouth. But it's, we are mixing with Tim Palmer at the moment. Just doing the final mix, and hopefully in 1 week or so we are mastering the album. Very good. Working on the artwork.
Have you considered doing a tour with your brother's band?
Oh wow, that would be something! we'll be fighting all the time. No, I haven't. But I do. Yeah, I've been touring. For example, I've been touring with my younger brother Tony. In 2007, I think we made a European tour together. He's super talented. You should check him out. His Burn Clear band from my younger brother. My older brother is also a singer. But he's like a Schlager kind of a completely Finnish music for elder people in Finland. But it's fantastic that we all found our way in music. I was the first one in my family that I started music professionally. I wanted to learn and study a lot, and that was my parents. Our parents, they were always like, okay, you go. And I was already gone away from home when I was 15 for music. It was only way for me to get out. But to make it, I've been performing with both of my brothers. We've been doing some Christmas concerts in churches in Finland. Tour. I think that's too much. That's too much.
How do you keep your voice in good condition usually?
Is it? You know? It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. Being a singer like I am, I really do need to keep myself in a physical condition first. I go running, I go swimming, I do some, time to time I do some yoga. But the physics, they come first, obviously. But then again, the training itself, the vocal training, that's the thing that keeps me alive. I have to train still. I need to go to see my vocal coach at least 2 times a year still. She lives in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I visit her and she's tough with me, which is great. Always tells me like, and but it's like that. And then when it comes to rock, I need to really eat well and sleep as good as possible. This kind of no rock and roll life, okay? Some red wine is good, but as they say, it's healthy for you. But rest, taking care. That's what I always say for young singers also, that they really, I mean, you can play around and you can fool around for some time, but then there is one day that you won't fool around anymore. It comes to stop, and it will tell you, your body will tell you, okay? Now what? And then you need to go back. So I try not to do that. I try to keep myself in a good condition, because my music, my voice is so crystal clear. And if I sing a little bit, it's horrible. It will sound like a disaster. So I always need to seek for that perfection, vocal-wise. But for example, the album that is coming out this year, you will hear me doing stuff or singing super relaxed, in a way that it was a surprise for me as well. That finally, even though I already thought a few years ago that, hey, now I'm good, I feel good with my voice, but finally now, really, when it comes to recording a record, I was recording 3 songs a day, plus backing vocals and harmonies and choirs and everything. 3 songs a day. I've never done that before, because I feel like I'm in super shape. And that's fantastic. And that is the motivation that drives me. If it would not be like that, that's not me then. It would be not real.
Thank you.
For a lot of fans, you are still Nightwish favorite singer. So, if you have a proposal to return for an anniversary tour, you will do it?
If I would have whoa! Well, I doubt that kind of day will come, first of all. They will need to really swim swim in very deep waters if they wanna have me back, because they were the ones that fired me in the first place. So yeah, nah, no, I don't think so. I'm good on my own. But no hard feelings.
Not even for a song. Maybe Thomas will call you and ask you, hey Tarja, do you want to sing Beauty and the Beast next year?
Oh my God,
of course.
you're putting me in hard situation. No, I mean, we are all grown-ups and life is beautiful and music has always been beautiful. The music I was doing with Nightwish is beautiful and it's still will always remain. And so I can't think in a negative way about things in general. What comes, and then I think again. So, never know.
You watch Game of Thrones.
Like that. Kind of.
You speak about how happy you are to be involved in all processes of your music, but how involved are you also in non-musical processes like communication, strategy, or marketing, or stuff like that? Do you do it yourself, or do you just leave it to someone else entirely?
I'm an artist, first of all, and if you mix the business with the art, it's tough. But I am working together with my husband, so it's like a family business. So my husband is working at home next to me, asking me 75 million times per day what we do. So it's like that. We work together, so obviously I'm aware of everything and deciding everything, and everything goes through my fingers every day. So it's a toughie, but the pressure is not on my shoulders, it's on other people's shoulders. I don't want to have that. I mean, I really I want to not hear any discussion, like not whatsoever. I'm just willing to, for example, in a concert days, if the promoter is fighting with somebody, I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like, really, because then it's a emotional shock. Right before they go to the stage, it's like having a bad relationship. You call somebody calling you right before you go on the stage. I've had that. Don't ever get into that kind of relationship. Calling you and saying, "You are so bitch because you are never at home," and la la la, before going to stage. Ta-da! And now what? So that kind of things. Business has not too much to do with the art. Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing more at big festivals with 70,000-80,000 people, or at small concerts where are only your fans, like 1,000, 2,000 people?
The other side, the situations are very different. In general, as you mentioned, for your audience or for the wider range of audience. I always have said that festival is an opportunity for every artist that is playing there, because there might be people that have never heard your music and they might like what you do and go and buy your record. It's an opportunity. It's also beautiful for the band to see the whole mass of people reacting together with you, singing along your songs. It's a beautiful thing. Festivals are nevertheless always a huge challenge for the technical crew and for every one of us, because, well, today we had a really long soundcheck because I have a new keyboard player, so we had to go through many songs with him, and he's like, oh, he came from Buenos Aires only for this concert, and jet lag and everything, so give him a hand tonight. So in that sense, there are always these two sides. When you are performing for your own audience and the fans are cheering for you, it is very beautiful. I can't really compare that situation with anything else. You've done your sound, you are with your band and crew all day, you eat together, you spend time together, you're not in a stress, nobody is panicking, and then you meet your beautiful fans and you rock with them, and that's fantastic. But yeah, both situations are, it's amazing that I have been able to, in my career, sing in churches, sing in opera theaters, sing in festivals, singing for even for hundreds and thousands of people in front of me, singing in smaller festivals, singing tiny clubs, singing in ice hall. I have seen the whole range of it, which is fantastic. And I love to keep it that way, hopefully.
Vad har gjort dina trabalho, Macum?
So in the last few years, you had quite a few side projects with Miriam. Is there anything on your mind you want to like specifically as a side project now?
Well, there is this one, I hope that is coming out this year. That is the surprise that is coming for you. But I cannot reveal you any more than that, but there are always going to be, there is going to be also classical tours coming up. I will, yeah, lots of news coming for you. Even during this year, still a lot of news, even some shocking news. I have to say already, I can tell you already that there will be something that it will make your jaw drop to the floor until the, or go even through. So just be prepared. Nice things. Nice things.
Vad var det som var?